welcome back to my vlog, English as She Is Spoke, Part 3, the last part of the introduction and the author's preface. After the familiar dialogues, we come upon a series of letters from celebrated personages who would be puzzled to recognize themselves in their new dresses, and a collection of anecdotes which may be taken singly after dinner as a gentle promoter of digestion, the whole being appropriately concluded with idiotisms and proverbs, between which it must be confessed the distinction is purely imaginary. The following are a few gems. It's are some blue stories. Nothing some money, nothing some Swiss. He sin in trouble water. A horse barred, don't look him the tooth. The stone is roll not heap up, not foam. Moose, meaning both foam and moss. Of course, the wrong meaning is essential to a good idiotism. To force to forge becomes smith. To craunch the marmoset and to fatten the foot may terminate the list and are incontestably more idiotic, although scarcely so idiomatic, as French phrase and French phrase. The column in Portuguese, which runs throughout the original work, is omitted, and only a sufficient number of the English extracts are called to enable the reader to form a just idea of the unintentionally humorous style that an author may fall into who attempts to follow the intricacies of English as She Is Spoke by the aid of a French dictionary and a phrase book. It is to be trusted the eccentric guide to which this short sketch is intended to serve as introduction, and, so far as may be elucidation, is not a fair specimen of Portuguese or Brazilian educational literature. If such be the case, the schoolmaster is indeed abroad, and one may justly fear that his instruction, to quote once more the preface, only will be for to accustom the Portuguese pupils or foreign to speak very bad any of the mentioned idioms. Preface. Authors. A choice of familiar dialogues, clean of Gallicisms and despoiled phrases, it was missing yet to studious Portuguese and Brazilian youth, and also to persons of other nations that wish to know the Portuguese language. We sought all we may do to correct that want, composing and devising the present little work in two parts. The first includes a greatest vocabulary proper names by alphabetical order, and the second 43 dialogues adapted to the usual precisions of the life. For that reason we did put, with a scrupulous exactness, a great variety own expressions to English and Portuguese idioms, without to attach us selves, as make some others, almost at a literal translation. Translation what only will be for to accustom the Portuguese pupils, or foreign, to speak very bad any of the mentioned idioms. We were increasing this second edition with a phraseology in the first part, and some familiar letters, anecdotes, idiotisms, proverbs, and to second a coin's index. The work which we were conferring for this labor, fond use us for nothing, but those what were publishing to Portugal or out, they were almost all composed for some foreign, or for some national little acquainted in the spirit of both languages. It was resulting from that carelessness to wrest these works fill of imperfections and anomalies of style, in spite of the infinite typographical faults which sometimes invert the sense of the periods. It increased not to contain any of those works the figured pronunciation of the English words, nor the prosodical accent in the Portuguese. Indispensable object, whom wish to speak the English and Portuguese languages correctly. We expect, then, who the little book, for the care what we wrote him, and for her typographical correction, that may be worth the acceptation of the studious persons, and especially of the youth, at which we dedicate him particularly. Tomorrow, we're going to skip the word categories, because it's just reading little words and phrases, and jump right into familiar words, and we're going to skip right into familiar phrases, and after that, some conversations, dialogues. So anyway, I wonder how they would have translated this. Make it a great day, and bye for now.